Sitting at my favorite bar last week, my friends were like, hey, Karam, we've been visiting the places you want to go to. People joining us are the ones you choose. You get this amazing ability to persuade and convince anybody to do what the heck you want to do. But guess what? Persuasion and having the ability to convince someone with something isn't only important in your daily personal lives, but it is necessary if you want to be an entrepreneur and a business owner. Because guess what? Entrepreneurs are working all day long to persuade different parties to deal with them. As an entrepreneur, you have to convince investors to come and put money in your business. You have to convince employees and talents to come and work for you. And you have to convince the customers themselves in order to buy your product or service. So that's why today I'm going to be speaking of the 3 methods that you have to use in order to crush your next deal and convince anyone to do anything. Number 1 is signal abundance. Now, what is abundance? Abundance is the opposite of scarcity. Abundance means a lot, all right? You have a lot of alternatives and options in life. Signal this when you are persuading someone. Don't try to force the deal and be like desperate as if this single party is your only option, and if they said no, it's like the end of your world. No, signal that you have a lot of alternatives out in the market to deal with, and they happen to be someone of them. All right. Method number 2 is speak of your strengths as well as your weaknesses. Now, a lot of people will find this a very weird approach, but I personally read about a lot of entrepreneurs that use this method in front of investors and were able to raise millions of dollars. Now, listen, they didn't only pitch for their investors why they should be investing in their business, but then they told them why they would not like to invest in their business. This is the weaknesses and the insecurities of the business and the team. They just went and admitted it, and it worked. Why? Because when you want to persuade someone, this is a sign of offense from you. So they unconsciously play defense, and when listening, they try to be very suspicious and pinpoint every single weakness so they can take it as an excuse in their argument again to say no. But when you yourself go and admit your weaknesses, you will be disarming your audience from the excuse of saying no, and guess what? You will be gaining their trust, and when you gain the trust of someone, you'll be able to convince them with anything you want. Make sure when you speak of your weaknesses, you explain what you learned from them, how do you plan to fix them, and turn them into strengths if possible. Method number 3 is what I call customized persuasion. Now, think with me. All of these different parties, investors, employees, and customers, are they searching for the same exact value to extract out of your business? Of course not. They do have different needs and they're looking for different values out of you. Investors care about high dividend payments and capital gains. Employees are searching for higher salaries and better working environment. You get the customers checking what value they can take from the product and service you're selling. So these different parties have different needs, so it is illogical to approach all of them with a single homogeneous argument. Make sure you tailor and customize your argument, your presentation, pitch, speech, or whatever to meet the needs of all of these different parties, highlighting for every single one what they are actually looking for and what do they care about. So, when you are persuading someone, make sure you signal abundance, you speak of your weaknesses also, and you customize your argument to meet their needs. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the Smart Up, like, comment on the video, and give me your feedback. Thank you.